Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce Semantics video session 33. So basically in today's video, like of course till now we have covered, how to write SQL syntax related to filters. We have walked through variety of different SQL statement which is related to filters. Like we checked how for dimensions we can go for equal to, not equal to, contain, starts with, ends with, and similarly for dates we went for absolute dates, relative dates. We went for measures greater than, is not null, is null, less than or equal to. But till this time, I have been avoiding the group by, okay, just to ensure it doesn't make too longer, and we focus mainly on the SQL for the filters. But right now, we will cover up everything. So we will have the measures, we will have the aggregation of measures, we will have the group by, we will have the filters, as well as I will also go for the order by, okay. And as we progress with time, we are also going to have multiple groups, multiple filters, okay, multiple measures as well. So we are just going to make it a bit longer, and we are going to get comfortable with writing those kind of codes as well. It's basic, it's very much easy, not much tough. And yeah, we just have to build on further practice. Okay. So we have got this one opportunity. And now let's say I go for something like, for example, sum of amount. Okay. Here under group by, let's say I go for stage name. Okay. And the stage name, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it in descending order. Okay, I think I have to clear this sort. Okay, this sort is, yeah, this is fine. This is fine in descending order. And the limit, what I'm going to do is I will just give, for example, 5. Okay, let's say I just put 5. Fine. And the filters, I will just put some kind of filters related to dimension only. Let's say lead source. Let's say I select two values, partner and partner reference. Okay, or maybe let me write contains PA, something like that. Okay. So as you can see, like I went for the sum of amount, one of the aggregate measures. I went for a group by, for now it's dimension. I went for a particular filter, which source contains this. And I also went for a particular limit, which is, I just want to see the 5 records for this, okay? Now, with all these things, we will check how the SQL looks like, and we are going to practice that. So as you can see, we are loading the dataset, which is fine. The next is the filter statement, and it is written matches PA, which is also cool. Okay, okay, fine. Let's do one thing. Before that, let me write this whole thing. Okay. Firstly, let me write this whole condition so that it becomes easier for us to query. Right after going through it, we can immediately start writing the SQL query. Okay. So uh, total amount of opportunity records for each of the stage stage arranged by or let's say like filter by lead source contains EA. Okay. And the thing is that stage is in descending order with a limit of 5. So I think that's the way to write it. So I'm going to have the sum of amount stage. The filters is reads is equal to, and that is what it is. Total number of opportunity records for each of the stage. Okay. Filtered by lead source contains PA. Stage is in descending order with a limit of 5 records. Okay, so we will write that part, but right now let's analyze it. So we are loading it, which is fine. We are filtering by lead source matches PA because it contains the word contains. That is fine. Q equal to group Q by, as you can see, I'm going for stage name right now, and then again Q equal to for each view. I am generating one by one. Okay, sum of q amount of a. Here, of course, I'm going for sum. And finally, q equal to order q by, I'm going for stage name descend with. And finally, the limit will be 5. Okay, so that is the whole thing. Nothing complex. We have already walked through step by step, like how to go for, how to write the SQL statement for group, how to write the SQL statement for order. Okay, and for filter, it's just that right now I'm combining all of them, and right now we have to write it. So let's go step by step. So q equal to load. Of course, the data set name will be written. Q equal to, next comes the filter condition. I prefer to write it completely at last. So q equal to group q by, I will mention the stage name. Q equal to, for each q generate, q dot stage name as stage name, and sum of q dot amount as a. Then comes the order by q equal to order q by stage name DSC, and q equal to limit q 5. Okay, and let me write the filter condition. So filter condition will be equal to filter q by each source matches. I can also go for like, I think, but anyways, matches also works out. Okay, I can also go for like one. So matches PA. Fine. I think I'm done. Now let me review this, and after that I will check it whether it's working or not. So q equal to load the data set name. Q equal to filter q by lead source matches PA. Q equal to group q by stage name. Q equal to for each q generate q dot stage name as stage name, sum of q dot amount as a. Q equal to order q by stage name descending, and q equal to limit q 5. Now, of course, we will cross check if it's coming the same way or not. Okay. So as you can see, definitely the numbers are same: 661, 628, 10, 935, 92. Yeah, the numbers are definitely same. And I think I'm coming to positive analysis 913, 981. Yeah. So this is completely matching, as you can see over here. Okay. So that's the way to go about. And now let's try one more criteria. Fine. So let's say I go for the average of amount. Okay. The average of amount. And under bars, let's say I go for stage name, as well as what I will do is I will go for the lead source as well. Okay. I'm taking the stage name as well as lead source. Okay. And here, of course, I will put the limit as, for example, 10 right now. I will go to the filter condition. And let's say I put something related to the measure. For example, let's say measure, I'm giving it as 2 lakhs. Okay. Yeah, 2 lakh. So I brought in one particular aggregate functions. So I brought in two particular bars, like two particular group by. Let's say I go for a two filter condition. So let's say I go something related to, for example, opportunity type. Okay. And let's say I just write existing. So I will go for, let's say, contains, I just write existing. Okay, that's it. Cool. Now let's try to understand. And what I can do is probably I will clear the sort here, but I will go for a sorting. What I will do is I will go for a sorting related to, let's say this one, average of amount. Okay. So let me go for average of amount. And as you can see, this is the stage name, the lead source, and I'm just going for the descending order of average of amount. Okay. So let's write the condition first of all. So here, basically, it will be average amount opportunity grouped by stage and lead source, and filtered by amount between 0 to 2 lakhs. Okay. And opportunity type contains existing, and type contains this word called existing. Okay. And what is the limit for this one? The limit is, of course, 10 over here, right? So limit is 10. So that's the thing. So we are getting the average of amount grouped by stage and lead source, fine. And the filter for amount is 0 to 2 lakhs, and it contains this one. So now let's try to understand how this SAQL is done in the backend. So we are loading that. We are filtering Q by amount more than equal to 0 and amount less than equal to 2 lakh because it is between. So it will include both the amounts. That's why that equal to is there. Now for type, I'm just writing matches existing. Then group Q, if you see, like since we have two dimensions, we have to give it circular bracket. Okay. And the next step is Q equal to, for each Q, generate Q dot stage name as stage name, Q dot lead source as lead source, an average of Q dot amount as A. Okay, and then Q equal to order Q by A, because I'm just going for an order by of average of amount. So I have not mentioned that form. So it is displayed by average of amount in descending order. So that is the whole thing, but I missed the descending order part. And as you can see here, because it's descending, so here it will give me basically the top 10 average of amount. Okay, so in other way, like you can also write over here this display average, or in other words, you can also write top 10 average amount records. Okay, something like that. Also, one in the interview, one can ask. Fine. What we can do is we can write the code in the next session. But as of now, let's analyze this one. So that is the way we are writing, and you have to mention both of them when you are generating. And finally, you are going with the order of descending, and finally you are putting the limit. Okay, so no issues. We will write this one in the next session, but I hope you understood the requirement. In the next session, we will just carry on from here. We will just start writing the SQL statement without analyzing further. We already analyzed, we knew. Okay, so this all things are known by us, matches, and how we write this. And then in group by, you have to include both the things, and we will go about writing this code in the next session. Thank you.